In this video, I'm going to spend $1,000 upgrading a subscriber's FC Mobile account. My goal for the upgrade is to pack and buy the best players possible to help them on their FC Mobile journey. This will be amazing as it's a first subscriber account upgrade of the brand new FC Mobile, but with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, here we are on my subscribers account, and as we can see, they have a decent amount of coins and a 113 overall team, and this is what their team is looking like. Overall, they have some decent players, but there are quite a few positions that we can upgrade, so with that said, let's get into the upgrade. Alright, so as always, the first thing to do is to buy the premium star pass, which I just did and completed all the way. And this time it's an incredible star pass because we're getting the 112 but ranked up Pele. So very exciting here. One incredible striker for the team already, but we're also going to get some tradable players in here as well as the rank up points instead of the Mascherano's now, some gems, FC points, all that kind of stuff. So Pele has been added to the club. We also got a Dyer who sells for 500 million coins and a few other resources in here. So the first upgrade to make is the Pele, and I just took everybody off his bench and he's now at a 114 overall, so actually a little bit higher than where we started, but we added Pele there. That's a great first addition. So that's a great start, but we've also added 30,000 FC points onto the account, so we're now at 32k. But before we even get into any of the big store packs that are in stores, we're first going to get into the welcome packs. So in the first welcome pack, we're guaranteed a 107 to 113 overall. Can we get? No, we can't get a big player. The second welcome pack gives us a 108 to 113. Can we finally get a walkout? We do. Very good. I think this guarantees a 109 or no, a 108, because instead we're going to get the 108 rated João Mario. There you go. But now for the final welcome pack, we have the 109 to 113 guaranteed. We get a Portuguese player this time, CDM, from, that's gonna be Paulinho, right? 110, I believe. 110 rated Paulinho. So right out the gate, we already have another upgrade for the team. Paulinho down to 113, but once we rank up a couple players, we will get a lot higher. So we already have 2 upgrades for the team, but now it's time to get into the store packs to get better players. And the first one we're gonna go for guarantees us a 109 to 113 overall. So we are getting into it. It is a walkout, of course. We get Sweden. It's gonna be right mid Alanga. Wait, no, Hero. Who's this? I actually have no clue. 111 rated Ljungberg. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So we get a hero, 111. He is 1.46 billion, and this is a tradable pack. So although he doesn't fit into the lineup, we can sell him for quite a few coins. Although unfortunately, there is a ton of supply on the market. The only way to sell him is to rank him up, so we might not be able to get those coins in this upgrade. But that's okay. Let's get into the next pack. This time we're getting 100 shards guaranteed and a 107 to 113 overall. Can we get a good player? The shard costs for a lot of these players in this event are really good, so as long as we get decent players, we're in a good spot. We get England left mid. It's going to be Gittins, 109 rated. Next, we'll do another 107 to 113 overall guaranteed. We're going to use some of our gems. The other great addition they made for the new FC Mobile season is that every pack can be bought with gems, which is great. And there we got a 107. But because you could buy every pack with gems, it means even these 110 to 113s, the crazy packs, even these huge bundles can be bought for gems, which is a huge upgrade from what we had before. But speaking of the 110 to 113, let's get into that pack now. We're going to get a handful of players there. Hopefully we could get one of the big players here, a 112 or 113 overall. That is what we are hoping for. We get France, okay. Striker, it's going to be Giroud. I packed him, I don't know how many times on my most recent live stream. 110 Giroud, he might be an upgrade on their current striker, but we're likely not going to use him in the team. We now have a 109 to 113 overall guaranteed, so this is going to be a guaranteed walkout. We want to see, once again, a 111 to 113, but ideally on the higher end. We get Portugal. Okay, so we're going to get Paulinho for the second time, which means we could use him for shards, and I believe 110s go for 60 shards. So next up, we're going to get into the anniversary 10 pack. This is the one where we get to many players. I think on my main account, I packed a 113 out of here. So can we do the same? We get Argentina. Left wing is Almada from La Liga. What rating? 110 rated. Not the best, not the worst. We did get 2 of him though, so that's actually not too bad. But now it's time to get into the really big pack where we get the 109 to 113 guarantees. We're going to open this up. We get 2 of these each. Can we get a crazy player? We do not get a crazy tradable player, although a handful of people worth maybe 50 million coins, not bad. But let's get into this pack. Come on. EA, please bless us with a crazy player. We get Italy, okay. Center mid from Roma. Italian center can't even think about it. Pisili. Okay, never really heard of him. Gittins as well. Unfortunately, neither of those players will fit into the team, but maybe we could get a player that fits into the team with this pack. So we'll skip this really quickly. Nobody crazy tradable out of there. But can we get a really good player, EA, please? Can we get a big player? We get Argentina again. It's going to be Almada. Okay, so hopefully we get 2 of them again so that we get 2 110s. We will see though. We got a 109 Elanga. So far we have not had the best luck, but now we're going to get into 10 of these packs so that we're guaranteed a 109 plus tradable pack. We do get a walkout here. It is an anniversary player. Mexico, wait, striker. From Milano. Cannot even think. Jimenez, yeah, 109 rated Jimenez. Oh, we get him and David. So both of those players are tradable. That's actually really hard to do. In total, we got about 2 billion coins out of there, assuming they do sell. So we already got 2 109 tradables, but now let's get into the guaranteed 109 tradable. Can we get a big player? We get Portugal. It's going to be Paulinho again. Okay. So he's not likely going to sell, if I had to take a guess. 110 rated, he goes for 1 billion, but yeah, likely not going to sell. So unfortunately, we are yet to get a massive upgrade for the team, aside from Pele, but we do have Giroud. I think he's the only upgrade we can make right now on that Harry Kane. So what that means is that we're going to have to go back into the store here and buy some more packs. So we do have now the 105 to 113 of the unlimited bundles. We could go through a bunch of these, try to get as many walkouts and as many shards as possible. We still have 16,000 FC points, and we will buy a few more after it as well. But can we get a walkout here in this batch of 10 packs? We do get a walkout. Okay, I feel like the pack weight is a little bit better on these now. We get French striker. It's going to be Giroud again. Unfortunate that we don't get a better player, but 110 is very good for this pack. What are we going to get now in our second batch of 10 packs? Once again, EA, someone good. We do get a walkout. Always take a walkout. That's always good. We get Portugal right back. Okay. It's going to be João Mario again, 108 rated, but of course, as I said, all these players can be used for shards, which we will take. Another 10 packs now to get into, another walkout to view. What do we get? We get Switzerland this time, CDM, Milano. I'm blanking on all these players. Okay, I have no clue who that guy is. Can this next batch of 10 packs give us some luck? Come on. We have to get something good here, EA. We don't even get a walkout. Wow, okay. 107 rated, that's not what you want to see, but this next batch of 10 should get us something decent. Usually these batches of 10 will give you at least 1 walkout. And as I said, we don't get a walkout. Come on, EA, you got to give them something good at this point. Come on, let's get a walkout. Not 3 in a row. All right, so I just put in a bunch of the players that we don't need. We're already at 935 shards, and now when we put in some of the 109s that we also don't need, plus the 110 duplicates, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. So we'll put in all of the Almadas because we don't need them, plus that Giroud, which means in total, we are now at just over 1,300 shards, closer to 1,400 shards. So even though we haven't packed anybody great out of packs, we are making progress in the shards, and like I said, the cost for players in this gallery is actually pretty good. So regardless of what happens, we should be in a good spot. Anyways, let's get into another batch of 10. We're not getting walkouts again. I don't know how this is happening. We've had, what, 4 batches of 10, meaning 40 packs in a row that we haven't got a single walkout. Hopefully we could get something in this batch, EA. We do finally get a walkout. Okay. Our luck is not too bad. We get Italy this time. We get striker. Okay, it's going to be Retegui. Can't remember how to pronounce it. 109 rated. Still not the best. Unfortunately, because I'm recording this on Thursday, the day that the update came out, there aren't any other crazy packs to do. But these, okay, wow. These unlimited bundles should be good enough to get us shards. I can't believe we're not getting many good players out of here. It's crazy. Anyways, let's get into another few packs. Come on. Wow, okay. Alright, so the luck so far has been pretty brutal, but what I just did was bought our final 15,000 FC points, and now we could run the gauntlet for the final 20k. So we have to pray that we get some decent players out of here so that we could use them for shards or just go straight into the team. We ideally want to end up getting a 113 at some point of Toni Kroos, Dino, any of those guys. This time we get our 109 rated Canadian brother, Jonathan David. We will take that. We're going to do these 50 packs here for 10,000 FC points, and then we're going to go exchange off all the players for shards and get into the exchange to see who we could get. Next up, we get Germany center mid, please. No, it's going to be striker from Frankfurt. I believe he's 109 rated, 108. Every time we see Germany, we want it to be Toni Kroos, so we want it to be center mid, but you never know what's going to happen. So we do get a walkout again, so we're getting some decent luck. We get Mexico this time, center back. From, I think that's Girona, I want to say. 108 rated Vasquez, nobody else. This is now our 4th batch, so 40 packs into our final 20 or 20,000 FC points. We do get another walkout. Okay, we're getting pretty lucky now. We get England, can be center attacking mid, Bellingham. Hero, wait, who? 111 rated Cole. Okay, so we could have got Bellingham. We got Cole. We will take it though. Finally, we got a good player, but let's now get into our final 50 packs here, or final 10 rather, to make it 50. We do get another walkout. We're getting pretty lucky here. We get Dutch. Okay, left wing. I believe he's 108 rated, Lang, right? Yeah, 108 rated Lang. So we did finally get a good player, but unfortunately he's not an upgrade for the team, as they do have Musiala in at center attacking mid. So instead, we're going to put everybody we just packed into the exchange for another 515 shards, which means we are now up to 2195, which means we could go and get our first couple players here. So the first player we're going to choose is one that my subscribers said they actually wanted, and that is the 112 rated Theo Hernandez. This guy is always crazy in game, and he's going to be an absolute speed demon down the wing for my subscribers. So 1200 shards is quite a bit. He is one of the more pricey players, considering he is only 112 overall, but I mean, for these stats, 120 defending and 137 pace, he's definitely worth it. Plus, because they were playing Z Roberto at left back, this is definitely a needed change, so he goes in there. No change to overall, but once we rank up other players, we should be good. The next positions we're going to have to look at are going to be the center backs, definitely a new right back, and then maybe if we can, a striker, but it is going to be a bit tough. So we're going to get back into more of these unlimited bundles. Thinking about it now, let's cross our fingers and hope we don't get Theo Hernandez, which is a funny thing to say, but that would be horrible if we did, as it would be a waste. But let's see who we get out of our final 50 packs here. Hopefully we could get some decent players for my subscribers. So let's get into the first 10. We do get a walkout. Who is it going to be? It's going to be Mexico this time. Striker. Okay, another 109 rated, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 109 rated Jimenez. Not too bad. And we also have to keep in mind that we have currently about 4 billion coins worth of players that we can't sell, that my subscriber will likely be able to sell for about 2, maybe 2.5 billion in the future. So that's always something to look into. We get Mexico again. This time it's going to be left wing. I have no clue what team that is. Probably a 108 though. Yeah, 108 rated. Here are packs 21 to 30. Once again, hopefully we could get a decent player. We got 2 walkouts in a row, so we are pretty lucky so far. This time we get England. Is it going to be center attacking mid? No, it is striker this time from Besiktas. Can't even remember who this is. 108 rated Abraham. We unfortunately have not had the best luck out of these unlimited bundles, but we still have 20 packs left to see if we could actually get anybody good. We do get a walkout. Okay, it's going to be Italy this time. Center mid. It's going to be the same guy from Roma, 109 rated, not the best. But let's now get into our final 10 packs. If we could get a 113 at any point in this pack opening, EA, please make it this one. We do get a walkout, so we got pretty lucky on our final last run. We get an English left wing. We get Jack Grealish. Okay. 111 rated Jack Grealish. That's actually a pretty clutch pull. Alright, so my math was way off. We still have 22,000 FC points to spend for the total spend on this video, so we still have many packs to get into. I was looking at the team and I think I figured out a plan for what we're going to do to try to reach as close to the highest overall that we can. So let's get into all of our packs now. We have another plenty more to go. We get okay, England, right mid, Arsenal, not quite sure who this is going to be, Madueke. Yeah, 108 Madueke, not bad. Most of these players, if they are used for shards, that's okay, but if we could get a 112 or 113 out of these final packs, that would be amazing. So, we do get another walkout. We're getting really lucky now. We're getting Sweden, okay. Right mid, is it going to be the hero? Yes. 111 rated. Very, very good. Now, I did rank up the tradable version we have of him to try to sell him, so hopefully that happens. But getting a 111 untradable is perfect because we can use him in the exchange. Unfortunately, the very next pack, we don't get anybody crazy, but can we get good players here in our final few packs? So let's get into it. Come on. Can we get another walkout, EA? We do get another walkout. Perfect. Can we get one of the big players? Center mid for Cruz. No, it's going to be right mid. It's going to be Sane again, 109 rated. We are now coming up to our 50th pack. We do get another walkout. We've gotten really lucky so far. We get French, okay. Left mid. From Al Nasser, it's going to be Coman, right? What rating is he though? 109 Coleman. But as I was saying, we've actually gotten really lucky on these final like 100, 200 packs, because for a while there, if you remember, we were getting absolute duds. So we don't get another walkout. Okay, back to the duds, but maybe we can still get better players here in the future. So come on, EA, please, can we get a decent player out of here? We do get a walkout. Okay, that's perfect. We get Uruguay. Okay, striker from Al Hilal. It's going to be Darwin Nunez. Okay, Darwizi, 109 rated. We have 40 packs left to get into. Hopefully in one of these 40 we can get a good player. Man, it's just walkouts galore. We get England center attacking mid this time. No, left mid is going to be Gittins, 109 rated. Come on, can we keep this gravy train? Yes, we can. Okay, what do we get here? We get Brazil, Dino. Center back, Lucio. No, okay, that is a horrible troll, EA. That is a horrible troll. I thought we got Lucio. I got Lucio on my main account. If we got Lucio, that would have been 113 rated in a position that we really need. That would have been perfect, but it's okay. What are we going to get here? We get our last, what, about 20 something packs to go. We get England, okay. Left mid, it's going to be Gittins again, so we're getting him quite a bit. I'm going to do these 2 packs now, and then we're going to get into our final 10. Do we get a walkout in 2 packs? No, we do not. That's okay, though. But let's now get into our final 10, and with these 10, we should be pretty close to having enough players for shards to get what we need. Okay, so nobody crazy out of there, but that's okay. All right, so the first order of business before we get into all of our upgrades is claiming the coins from the players that we've sold. So I did sell off their Park Ji-sung center mid version, just because we are going to get a better center mid in a bit, and then we sold off the player that we ranked up. So in total, we now have 2.6 billion coins added to the team. But now that we've done that, let's now get into the exchange and exchange as many players as we possibly can. I don't think any of the players that we packed are going to be players that make it into the starting 11, so we could put in literally everybody. Okay, so I'm going to exchange everybody except for the Grealish and the Ljungberg that we have. And with that, we should be at about, what, 2,300? 2,380 shards, which means we could probably get up to 2,500 shards. And with those shards, we now have to spend them very carefully. So the first player I'm going to pick up and the player that I'm going to use as a replacement for Park Ji-sung is going to be the 113 rated Toni Kroos. This card looks insane. All of his stats are incredible. He has the 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, the best traits you can have for a center mid. So having him in the team alongside Hamsik will be perfect. So he's going to go in there, 113 rated, does not change the overall, but we still have more things to do. The next player to claim is a 110 center back for 200 shards, just because they currently have 2 108 rated center backs in the team. So it's important that we get a better one. There you go. He's been added to the team. All right, so those are some good upgrades, but now I've switched to the 4-3-3 attacking formation to fit in one player that my subscriber really asked for. And although they said they really like the 4-1-2-2 narrow formation, the 4-3-3 attacking is very good, and it does accommodate one special player, and that is Ronaldinho, 113 rated Ronaldinho Gaucho, Brazil left wing icon. His card looks incredible. What a player he is. I'm so glad that he's in the event. They're probably going to end up releasing all of the big Brazilians throughout the event, like R9, Kaká, and whatnot. But 135 pace, 141 dribbling. What a player he is. And although he is quite a few shards, I do think he is worth it. So we're going to put in Ronaldinho there at left wing. And to go along with Ronaldinho, we're going to get another Brazilian legend, and that is 113 ranked up Garrincha for 2 billion coins. Now, of course, with players that I buy, my subscriber could always sell them if they'd like. But with Garrincha in the team, we are now up to a 113. Alright, so we've made some great upgrades so far, but now we have one more to do, and that is to buy a new right back, and we just bought one for just under 1 billion. And that is 110 rated Di Lorenzo. With this addition and rank ups, my subscriber will be able to hit 117 overall guaranteed if they rank up every single player. Now, unfortunately, they don't have enough rank up points, and I can't buy enough for them to actually get to 117 overall, but I am going to spend the last $250 of this upgrade on some rank ups. Alright, so I just spent the $250, actually just a little bit more than that, and got as many rank up points as possible, and this is what we have ended off with. So, in this video, I was able to take them from 113 overall to 115, but the only reason why we couldn't go higher is because of a lack of rank up points. If we had enough, they would be up at 117 overall, so technically just based on base players, we've taken them up to a 117 overall team today. But with that said, we will leave it there for today. If you'd like a chance of me upgrading your account in the future, make sure to follow all the steps in the pinned comment down below. But with that being said, if you enjoy the upgrade, please drop a like. If you're a new, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.